Ever scroll through Instagram or TikTok and see people flashing watches that look like they cost more than your rent? It's easy to think you need a trust fund to even step into the watch world, but here's the truth. You don't. In fact, I've rounded up 10 watches for 2025 that bring serious luxury vibes without bringing serious financial pain. These are the kinds of timepieces that'll have people guessing you just got a bonus at work, or maybe even an inheritance, when in reality you spent less than a weekend getaway. We're breaking them down into 3 categories: under $150, around $250, and up to $500. That way, no matter where your budget lands, you'll walk away with a watch that looks way more expensive than it is. I'm on a road to get 1,000 subscribers as a small channel. Please subscribe. This list is about to change the way you think about affordable watches. First up, the Casio Vintage, a 168 Gold Edition. This watch costs less than a nice dinner, but you'd never guess that by looking at it. The gold tone finish and champagne dial instantly channel that flashy retro vibe straight out of the 1980s. It's slim, lightweight, and unapologetically bold. Sure, it's quartz and super simple under the hood, but it shines, literally. Put it on, and it looks like something you scored from a boutique vintage shop, rather than a budget Casio rack. It's proof that confidence on the wrist doesn't need a big price tag. Next, the Orient TriStar Automatic. Now, this is a hidden gem for anyone who wants an entry-level mechanical watch that oozes character. You're getting an automatic movement, day and date complication, and those classic sunburst dials that catch the light beautifully. It wears like a vintage piece, but with the dependability of modern production. Throw it on a leather strap and it suddenly feels like something worth hundreds more. This watch is basically a time capsule from the 70s brought into 2025, and it's still killing it in the looks department. Rounding out this tier, the Seiko 5 SNK series, often called the gateway into mechanical watches. This line delivers legendary value. The compact 37mm case makes it wearable for almost anyone, and the military-inspired dial adds just the right amount of toughness. Flip it over and you've even got a little exhibition case back showing the automatic movement in action, something you almost never see in this price range. Pair it with a NATO strap and suddenly you're rocking a watch that feels adventurous, stylish, and far more expensive than its sub-dollar 100 tag suggests. Moving up a tier, the Citizen EcoDrive Chandler is the ultimate everyday companion. At first glance, it looks like a refined military field watch, clean dial, bold numerals, perfect proportions. But the real luxury flex here is Citizen's EcoDrive technology, which runs on any light source. That means no battery swaps, ever. The matte dial finish gives it a professional, almost tactical vibe, while the 100 meters of water resistance makes it tough enough for hiking, swimming, or everyday abuse. The strap ages beautifully, picking up character the more you wear it. For just over $200, you're looking at a watch that combines durability, technology, and understated style in a way that feels way more premium than the price suggests. If you're leaning toward elegance, the Orient Bambino version 4 delivers classic dress styling for a fraction of what you'd expect to pay. The domed mineral crystal is a standout. It distorts light at the edges in a way that screams vintage charm. Pair that with a sunburst dial and refined indices, and you've got a piece that looks like it belongs under a cuff at a black tie event. The in-house automatic movement is the real kicker. While most watches in this price range borrow movements, Orient builds their own. At around $250, the Bambino isn't just affordable luxury, it's proof that timeless design doesn't have to cost a fortune. It's the James Dean of affordable watches, timeless, stylish, and effortlessly cool. And then there's the Seiko 5 Sports SRPD, a modern successor to the iconic SKX diver. This watch takes everything people loved about the SKX, bezel, bold markers, dive aesthetic, and modernizes it with improved specs. The automatic movement adds hand-winding and hacking, something the SKX never had. The bracelet feels solid, the finishing on the case is sharp, and at 2.5mm, it's got real wrist presence without going overboard. Plus, the range of dial colors lets you find one that matches your style perfectly. For under $250, it feels more like a scaled-down luxury diver than a budget-friendly daily watch. If you've ever dreamed of owning something like an AP Royal Oak or Patek Nautilus but don't have a spare 20 grand, the Tissot PRX Quartz is your affordable alternative. The integrated bracelet flows seamlessly into the case, creating that iconic 70s luxury sports look. The waffle-style dial adds depth and catches light beautifully, making it look far pricier than its actual cost. At under $400, the Quartz PRX is slim, refined, and versatile enough to wear with a suit or just jeans and a tee. It's the definition of understated cool, and honestly, it's one of the best entry-level luxury feel watches you can buy today. Next up is the Seiko Press Edge Cocktail Time, which is basically wearable art on your wrist. The dial is legendary. It radiates from the center like ripples in a perfectly mixed martini, shifting in color and sparkle depending on the light. Each version is inspired by a cocktail recipe, a detail that adds extra charm. Beyond the dial, you're getting a reliable Seiko automatic movement with hacking and hand-winding, solid finishing, and proportions that balance wrist presence with elegance. The applied indices and sharp Dauphine hands add depth and sparkle. At around $450, it looks and feels like something from Seiko's Grand Seiko lineup, but at a fraction of the cost. Wear it to a bar and it'll start conversations before you even order a drink. Closing out the list, the Christopher Ward C63 Sealander Automatic. This piece is proof that Swiss quality doesn't have to come with Swiss-level markup. At 39 mm, it nails the perfect modern case size, substantial but not bulky. The finishing alternates between brushed and polished surfaces. The applied indices are diamond cut and the lume glows bright enough to rival divers. Inside beats a Swiss automatic movement, offering accuracy and smooth sweep you'd expect in watches double or triple the price. The orange-tipped second hand adds just enough personality without being loud. At right around $500, the C63 Sealander feels like a true luxury watch disguised in budget-friendly clothing, making it the crown jewel of this list. And that's the full lineup. 10 affordable watches in 2025 that deliver serious luxury vibes without requiring you to drop a small fortune. We started with flashy retro Casios and rugged Seiko 5S under $150, then moved into refined field pieces and elegant Orient dress watches around $250, and finally wrapped it up with integrated bracelet icons and Swiss quality automatics that stay under the $500 mark. Every single one of these watches proves the same point. You don't need deep pockets to look like you belong in the luxury lane. It's about details, presence, and the confidence these timepieces bring when they're on your wrist. Think about it. Domed crystals, sunburst dials, sapphire finishes, reliable movements, and even Swiss-level casework. These are features collectors and enthusiasts rave about, usually tied to watches costing thousands. Here, you're getting all of that at a fraction of the price. That's why these watches aren't just budget buys, they're smart buys. And honestly, there's something satisfying about knowing you're wearing a piece that looks like it should cost 10 times more. But you were savvy enough to get it for a steal. I'm on a road to get 1,000 subscribers as a small channel. Please subscribe. At the end of the day, collecting watches isn't about flexing price tags. It's about finding pieces that resonate with you, tell a story, and make you excited to glance at your wrist. So here's my challenge to you. Which of these affordable heavy hitters would you add to your collection first? Are you leaning toward the timeless dress elegance of the Orient Bambino, the retro sparkle of the Casio vintage, or maybe the integrated bracelet swagger of the Tissot PRX? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear your pick.